How many oysters can an oyster shucker shuck? Well, what if it's a competition? I bet it's even more. One of New Orleans' own is preparing to answer that very question as he faces off against some of the country's best shuckers. As you'll see in tonight's Spotlight, before he tries for the trophy, Alyssa Curtis has a lesson from the master shucker.
At Superior Seafood, it's in the name.
Day on average about 2,000.
And for the restaurant's master shucker, Jay Gillette, it's in his DNA.
I started as a young boy. My father, he owned oyster beds and oyster boats. So we started going 5 years old. Probably opened my first oyster when I was 7 years old on the oyster boat with a hatchet.
After years of shucking for the Bayou-born Gillette,
It's the way of life. That's just how we live down there in the bayou.
it makes him happier than a clam, or I guess I should say oyster.
I love doing this. It's almost as if it's therapy to me. It's my quiet place.
While most of the time you'll find him behind the oyster bar on St. Charles, sometimes you can catch him going for the gold. While Gillette says he started competing late in his career, he's won several first-place medals.
National level, you need to be able to open 24, fairly clean with minimal penalties, 2 minutes or less. The bar over the past 5-10 years has gone real high.
Not only are the judges looking for the fastest shucker, but he says they're also looking for the best technique.
Completely severed from the shell. It's not stuck to the oyster shell. You don't have a poke in the belly and the oyster's not ripped. And another thing would be grit or shell or mud.
And he's got it.
My unofficial best time ever was 24 in a minute 32 seconds, which is pretty insane. And they were fairly clean. Competition, the year that I won was a minute 46 seconds shuck time, and I think an overall time of 2:13.
Soon he'll head to Maryland to compete in the national competition.
If I get past the men's, I'm going to win the final one for sure.
And if or when he wins, he'll head to Ireland. But before he heads off, we had to get a lesson.
Okay. Oh, got it. Okay.
Well, let's just say we'll leave it to the master. Alyssa Curtis, WWL Louisiana.